All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. Runs over him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They go with Chubb on second down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here we go. 180. Say hot. I'm coming.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get that to the rookie from Washington. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
3 down. 180.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
3 down. Black 80! Black 80! 91 is the mic!
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A first carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. This
will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Hey, gun. Switch.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Black 80! 180! 91 is the mic! 12! They gonna need some therapy after this.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
11.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Wilson. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
19. 4 down. Alert.
To throw is Wilson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Tight end right. Tempo. Good gun. 4 down. Kill. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I got 11. He's mine. We got heavy. Everybody scoot up.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw is Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Garoppolo now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Alert! 180! Black 80!
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
Oh, yeah! Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 180! 180! Hey, gun. Shift.
They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Like 20.
Garoppolo being chased out left. Touchdown, 49ers. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Gotta go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Wilson steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cassius Marsh, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Gun. Mike 53. Watch, be alert. Watch the screen. Let's go, 14.
On second down, here's Wilson.
Switch.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I got 83. Me. Tight. Green 80. Bus formation. Come on, boys.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Let's go, 14. Gotta go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
14. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we gonna mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Gun.
Now Wilson on second down. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Come on,
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Tight. Blue 15. We got 4 down. Fair. 19. Gotta go, in and out.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's got his target. That's more. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Again, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
12. Even. 4 down. Even.
To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Move 15. 12.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
3 down.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
I'll send you. Here we go. Hurry up.
Garoppolo on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
3 down. I got you. Check. Check that. Go ahead. Mike 91.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Here we go. 180.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Garoppolo, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. And Gold is able to put it through. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now Wilson on first down. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go again with McKissick. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
19.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
4 down. Mike, hey.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
On second down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it'll bring up third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch. But underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Hey! Shotgun.
Wilson now on third down. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Solomon Thomas
19.
in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Gun.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Dixon has it. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
54, right there, right. Go ahead. 11.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 21. Black 80.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3 down.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's caught by Penny. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Green 80. 14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running that.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cassius Marsh in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On second down, here's Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Flushed out right. He's got Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski good with the extra point. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Single receiver, single 120, 180.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
120, 180. 6. Check, Mike.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Being chased, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Michael Kendricks able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Trips over here. That's overload. 120, 180.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Hey, gun.
I'm playing the wrong football.
Stay hot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
14. Cut. 380. Hey. Motion. 14. 18. Be alert. Hey, over here.
Rush in.
Hey. He goes to use you. Comes to me, it's me. He's mine.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
14.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Move 15. 4 down. There. Play it. Good. 4 down. Let's go, 14. 53, Mike.
On first down, Wilson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore.
Hey, tempo,
And he'll get
tempo.
up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Gun. Check. 4 down. 12. Check. 48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic. Hey, over here. All day. Gun. 4 down. Slam.
Now a play fake here on first down, eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
14.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
12. Move 15. Let's go, 14. 48's Mike. 18.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
12, fellas, here we go.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
He wasn't ready.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, hey, hey. You got 3 down.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 91 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Spread left, spread left. Come on, in and out, come on, tempo.
They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one, 55 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
180, 120.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
3 down.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Rolling to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
12. Check three.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Double tight. 3 down. Hey, check.
Black 80, 180.
91 is the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because Both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the 49ers, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.